Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video with Blazing Corp. We are going to talk about just a little bit of what we're going through on our road to endgame next. Alright, so first things first, we've got a boosted summons going on here. If you are going to pull here, well, you know what Plarium's doing? They want you to pull all your shards so that you can't complete the next event coming up in, it looks like, a few days.
Oh, hell no!
Now on the 7th. So avoid if you can. There. I know for me, I've got Deacon, I've got the old Jarog, I've got Lanicus the Chosen. I would love to have Kaimar, to tell you the truth, there. But is what it is. You know, gonna skip this event. Just does not make sense, at least for me, to be pulling shards here. But hey, man, if it makes sense for you, if you're a high spender or if you just got excess shards, feel free. Give it a good pull. Too bad we can't use the shard tracker anymore.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
That is one huge disappointment on that end, because it would be nice to know if you're close on, you know, sacred shards or ancient shards to a mercy system, and then, you know, at that point it would be, you know, pretty okay to pull at that point. But I'm saving my shards for the event here, because I actually want to get this is it droid? No, crap, not droid. Oh my goodness,
Are you stupid or something?
dwarf. I want to get this dwarf champion here. I think he is going to be, you know, something akin to like an underpriest Brogni, where he's got the ability to be good in a lot of parts of the game there. So I haven't read his full kit. I've kind of just seen things online, but he's looking pretty nice there. Hopefully his multipliers are fantastic, but we'll have to see once the update happens. And then obviously being able to have set our teams is going to be fantastic, because it'll be a lot easier to kind of roll through on Arena, which, if you have not heard, please get into Arena there at ASAP.
Enemy spotted.
And the reason you want to be doing Arena right now, I just went through a whole list of them, is whenever you're refreshing, it's not happening every single time here, but it is happening enough that you know, I thought I should report on it at least in a few of my videos, that you'll get like a whole whack of really easy champions. They're probably bots or just, you know, kind of people in, you know, bronze 1 or whatnot there, and you can just absolutely go through and smash them on that end. Build your great haul while you can. This is not going to last forever, so crank it out, crank it out, crank it out. I cannot say that enough. Think the game, my friends. Think the game. And whenever you can, take it while it's easy. So now that we're in gold 4, we've you know, marched back to gold 4. We got past that crazy stage that was holding me up from getting Arbiter. Here we are in the final Arbiter mission. We've got another 21.3 million left to go. So that's going to be 1 key left on Nightmare, and we will get 6 legendary artifacts, Cruel, and we will get Arbiter. So why Arbiter is important, at least for my account right now, is we'll put her in the fastest gear we have, but Gaze of Justice, or A1, attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. She's attack based, so it's going to be 40% when buffed, when kitted. Then attacks all enemies 1 time, so that's cool. has a 100% chance when booked of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn. So that's also cool.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Definitely a arena-based kit. Place a 50% increased attack on all allies for 2 turns, then fills the turn meters of all allies by 30%, so that's really good. Then heals all allies by 25% of their max HP if they have less than 25% or less than 50%. And then this is cool here, revives all dead allies to 35% HP, then fills the turn meters of all allies by 20%. Grants an extra turn to this champion if any ally was successfully revived. And that's going to go on a 5-turn cooldown, which should go book immediately to a 4-turn cooldown. Because I'm assuming if she was using this, the allies would be dead. It just makes sense on that side of things. And then her aura finally is probably one of the best auras in terms of speed in the game. Increases ally speed in arena battles by 30%. So hopefully with the gear that we have, we should be able to get her, into the high 250s, at least with the gear that we have. We're going to try to push that to 300. So it's just important to get her up there so we can just be cranking through speed runs in the arena, getting as many gold tokens as possible so we can jack up our great haul. So this is what my great haul is looking like right now. We finished out, we have to finish out at least one of these, what do they call them, whatever, tomes I guess, or great haul icons here. So I finished out the crit damage. Next I'm going to be finishing out the accuracy on magic. Then I'm going to most likely finish resistance on magic. I actually just might finish all of magic before I do anything else. So resistance, probably then HP, and then defense. And then I'll try to kind of boost up these other ones while I'm going here. But my main two and the main champions that I kind of have most are magic. We've got a few who are in the spirit realm, but they're tanky enough as is, so I don't have to necessarily buff them right off the bat, which is why I'm kind of taking a stance that since the majority of my champions are magic, who are good and who I'm running, it just makes sense to get the resist, get the accuracy to 10 out of 10, and then HP and defense. I'm not really going to worry about attack until everything else is at 10, and then I'll finally build out attack for everybody. Then I most likely will go hit up the void, because Madame series is pretty much in every one of my teams, and then kind of be a toss up between force and spirit at that point. So that's kind of my game plan as we're moving towards our end game and just really getting some crazy stats here. It's gonna take a while to get all these things kind of buffed up. However, it's got to be done, and we're gonna make sure we just crank every day as much as we can, and that's all you can really do. All right, so besides that, other things I'm focusing on here is making sure I'm getting all my doom, making sure I'm doing, for the most part, all of these things every day. Here, using at least 5 silver keys in the doom tower. I know for me right now, we're just before reset here. I'm constantly farming this particular level here. Main reason for farming the nether spider on hard is so I can get the legendary gear. So the legendary gear will give me the ability to pull as much affinity breaker as I can. So I pretty much get one legendary, what do they call this, egg or nether egg here per run here. So it's about ends up being around about 5 to 7 a day there with the 15 runs. Now a good thing is that pretty much gives me 1 pull per day. Might as well give a pull, just see what we get here. Obviously I want to get the best possible because I do want to put this particular gear. Oh, hot damn. Wow, that is fantastic piece of gear. Speed, accuracy. Wish this was an HP percentage. That would be the one thing that would make this perfect here, besides this being legendary. But this is a very good pull here. A very good pull. Thank you, Plarium, here. So fantastic pull there. Thank you for doing that. Now that's the reason that pull this, pull this stuff, and we go through this content so that we can, slowly build ourselves up and make ourselves stronger. The affinity breaker, though, since we're talking about that, it's pretty much for this skill, the 20% chance to change weak hit into a critical. Main reason I want that is for the Scarab King, so that way when I bring Allure in there, she could have full gear, affinity breaker, and she'll have less chance of weak hits so that she can just keep the Scarab King down and we can slowly burn him to death. So that is going to be huge for me on that side of things. When we roll around, well, we have a reset here in 2 seconds. I do want to see if I can farm into Bloodthirst as much as possible, because I believe this is some fantastic gear. Also, farming Guardian is going to be huge for me as well, because the wearer absorbs 10% of all damage dealt to all allies, or to all ally champions, heals by 10% every turn. So if you have someone who's fast and absorbing, hopefully someone like Underpriest Brogni, they're actually, I don't know Underpriest, but maybe one of my other champions there, just absorbing a ton of damage. Actually, someone like Iron Brago would be good in this, because he's going to have high damage resistance or mitigation, and still a decent amount of health, but then every time he goes, he's healing up. So getting something here that makes him fast here would be really, really nice. Alright, so besides that, making sure going into faction wars every day. I'm just cranking as much content out as I can. Right now, what is this? Dark Elf equipped. Really, the reason I can't really get to stage 21 is I just haven't taken the time to put really good gear on these two and then build them out to 6-star Ascension. There, one person I probably should bring in here or build out would be these two here. Possibly Cold Heart probably wouldn't be that good here, but these two definitely I should build out. Queen Eva, really good campaign farmer, so she would be good in here if she was speedy enough. And then Kale, really good multipliers. So definitely two people I could bring in, but I do like having Caden, because he has a revive here that just makes sense. He can revive 2 people, so that's pretty nice. I believe this is a pretty stacked team, which is why they're at 19 here. Just gotta get some better gear on everybody. Like Lanicus has Clan Boss gear. Madame Cerise just has, kind of beast everywhere gear. One thing I did do, just in trying to build an unkillable team, was make Painkeeper not as beefy in the HP department. So that might be something where we just change that back into an HP base. But yeah, I couldn't really get the unkillable team ready to go. I guess my heart wasn't really in it there, because I really like damage mitigation teams. I think they can be better. I know just damage mitigation team, if I can get Valkyrie, like my damage mitigation team just goes through the roof at that point. I kind of have all the champions kind of ready to go. It's just it needs that one big massive shield just to keep them up. Keep them upright. So that's something I definitely would love to get a Valkyrie. She's a numero uno besides Arbiter on my list of champions that if I get, they go right to the top of the list. Here of champions to beat. Oh wait, not champions to beat, champions to get here. So yeah, eventually one day I'll pull her and I'll be very happy. And so will my clan boss team here. So eventually one day over the rainbow, someone pray for me, please. Now, yeah, I don't really show too many runs in Faction Wars. I don't. My philosophy is not to build out, a crazy amount of champions here, so you won't see, crazy amount of 50s in my teams. Here, I kind of focus on one champion, build them out properly. They're building out nice and sturdy, and then kind of leave them alone for the rest of the time once they can run content. Here, now you can see this is probably going to be a decently long run. Well, main reason is just don't have the burn. We've got, what, 3 supports here? Yeah, it looks like 4 support champions. No one's really crazy in terms of the hits there, and in terms of the DPS. So that's why this is going to take a little longer. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with a long run here. Kind of just set this and forget it. There, come back when it's done. So nothing wrong with that at all there. So very important that you kind of just put the right synergy together. Too bad Caden doesn't have good gear. I really got to gear him out. I think actually one thing you could do is just make sure you could take gear off of other champions, put it on the people who are running the Faction Wars that day, and most likely I'd probably be able to get to through stage 21. Now one thing I'd probably need just to get through stage 21 here is a nuker in this particular team. So yeah, Queen Eva or a Kale. Kale would probably be easier to build. There would be two good people to bring in. Actually, having Kale instead of Caden in this particular group would probably do really well. Just make Kale ultimate nuker and he'll just come through and nuke everything. Especially make him fast. Yeah, I don't see that being too much of an issue with like a straight heavy nuker, almost glass cannon type nuker during these waves. Yeah, I don't see that being too much of an issue. Now, the major issue with this is just that we don't have, well, having the reviver die first is definitely not good, because it would have been nice if we just keep picking people up. I should build Caden very similar to how I built Soul of the Drakes. Super fast, very tanky. There he is, a defensive based champion, so a lot easier to build him out. Probably just when I got him I didn't have as much gear back then. I just haven't revisited him here right now, so it's definitely something to watch out for on that side of things there. Now this is a slow run. Hopefully these guys can get through it. It would kind of suck if we got to the end and got our butts kicked. But you know, sometimes RNG is a big thing here. Now one day I will just go in, rekit these guys, or at least get the proper setup for these guys, and yeah, then smash these levels. So it looks like here at the end we got 2 revivers, we got a debuffer, we've got 2 attackers, so we've got to be really careful here. I gotta be really careful here. Good thing Madame Sears is here to strip off buffs and stuff, but we could possibly die here. Yeah, this looks like this run is not gonna finish well for us. Unless we can, unless Painkeeper can keep the heals coming with her. I believe it's a Spectacular Wave. Yep. At least she can keep everyone high, and Madame Sears can keep putting that attack down and defense down. And she can stay alive. We're probably gonna wipe here. Plus they have multiple revives, so that's not going too well. Yeah, okay. So, you know, that's a loss. Madame Sears is not going to be able to. She'll probably stay alive a long time, but she's not going to be able to win. Alright, so we're going to come out of here. Alright, so that's kind of what I'm doing here right now, guys. I'm just going through the game, hitting my dailies, making sure, getting the arena done, building the Great Hall. Every time you build a Great Hall, that's a permanent upgrade. It's important, guys. Permanent upgrade. Not wasting materials here or shards on events that don't matter. Here, going to save them, including all my gems that we won during Clan v Clan. They're for the event that's coming in a few days, so do take heart on that side of things. Alright guys, it has been fun chatting with you. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. We will see you next time. Let's chat then.